How to get rid of ground digger wasps, cicada killers from your lawn. This video provides instructions on how to eradicate the ground digger wasp, also known as the cicada killer, should you have nest infestations on your lawn or property.
Welcome to 𝒍𝒐𝒗𝒆.com.
How to get rid of ground digger wasps from your lawn. Number 1. Learn about ground digger wasps. Ground digger wasps, GDWs, are very large, slightly larger than a green hornet passive-aggressive wasps that build their nests in dry, unfertilized earth. They are typically large and black-bodied with yellow stripes on their back end. When fully grown, they measure about 1.5 inches or more in length with about a 1.25 inch wide wingspan. Number 2. Know the signs of ground digger wasps infesting your lawn or garden space. You'll know you've got ground digger wasp nests when you see small granular mounds of dirt piled up anywhere from 2 to 5 inches in height. At the base of the mound of granular dirt will be a finger-sized hole with a path of dirt leading out from it. The nests will be sporadically built throughout your lawn or garden, but will typically be in the driest areas and/or under longer grass, weeds, or undergrowing flowers. GDWs do not like, but can live in, moist soil. Number 3. Find out the local life cycle. In the Northeast US, the life cycle of a ground digger wasp is about 1 month, beginning in mid-July and ending around mid to late August. Depending on where you live, their life cycle may start earlier or later. They go from young adults buzzing about play attacking with each other, to full-size adults in about 2 to 3 weeks. Number 4. It's important to understand that they only sting when attacked. While very menacing looking, they are passive stingers, meaning only if very threatened will they attack and sting. You'd practically have to start digging into their nests while they're flying about for one to come at you and sting you, so don't do that. Otherwise, they tend to buzz about to check you out and to scare you away, and they probably will the first time you encounter them. Know that they'd rather get on with their business of killing cicadas up in the trees than sting you. Number 5. While the method suggested here basically kills the wasps in their nests, there is no other, safer nearby pets way to eradicate them. It is probable that you will still get nests from year to year, but only 1, maybe 2. The trick is to kill all of them while they're in their nests so their babies will not come back to the same place they were born. Number 6. Get the supplies. To eradicate an infestation of ground digger wasps, GDWs, purchase from your local party store and supermarket the following items: A large bag of white plastic knives, and B up to 3 or 4 jug gallons of regular or lemon ammonia. Number 7. Mark each nest you find with one of the plastic knives. During the day, when the wasps are up hunting for cicadas in the trees, mark each nest you find with one of the plastic knives pushed into the ground as close to the hole of the nest as possible, without disturbing the hole. Leave enough of the knife sticking out of the ground so you can see it. Number 8. After 10:30 or 11 p.m., later is better. That evening, using a flashlight, seek out the knives you placed and carefully pour about 2 to 3 cups of ammonia into each of the holes. At this time the wasps are probably nesting or sleeping, so you'll be catching them while in the nest. You can stretch out the amount of ammonia by mixing a 1-to-1 ratio of water to ammonia. The diluted strength will still be enough to kill them. Do not remove the knives. Number 9. The next day, repeat the process. The next day, repeat the process on any new nests that you find in the ground. You'll know the new nests from the old ones because you'll still have the knives in place from the night before. Once you've identified the new nests, remove the old knives. You may have to continually repeat the process depending on the original amount of wasps. or you could hit the wasps with tennis rackets, knocking them to the ground, then step on them. Number 10. Try this option if you're happy. Try this option if you're happy to let nature's creatures follow their natural cycles without freaking. First, this is a natural cycle and is part of nature's own way of dealing with a ballooning population of cicadas. Second, you can watch these interesting animals do their thing from the comfort of your own yard. They're raising their families just as every other natural creature tries to do. The way to cope if you leave them alone is very simple. Do not aggravate them. Do not push or poke them, do not walk on them, and do not attack them with anything. Ignore them for 2 months. Just let them be as they dig up cicadas to feed their children. After 2 months, they'll be off. Don't wander around with bare feet at night. Be sensible about walking in your garden. No yard is completely safe from prickles, stings, and unpleasant things, so wear appropriate protection and practice sensible use of your yard. Tips. 1. You'll probably continue to have nests each year. However, if you repeat the same process above each year, your chances of having more nests the following years will reduce greatly. 2. Share the instructions with your neighbors, as chances are they will also have GDWs and not know what they are or how to get rid of them. If they don't do anything, you'll have an infestation on the block before you know it. 3. The more cicadas there are, the more GDWs you'll have. So, if you have 7-year cicada infestation cycles, the chances are you'll have a lot of GDW nests to deal with every 7 years, unless you and your neighbors follow the method above to eradicate them. Or, you could just learn to live with it. 4. If you see a GDW with a cicada under its belly, quickly get out the ammonia and pour it down the hole as soon as the GDW goes into the nest. Birds will actually attack a GDW carrying a cicada under its belly, mid-air. 5. If you have pets, it is very important that you do not allow your pet to dig anywhere near a nest. You must also not use a diazinon or any other powdered toxic treatment on the GDW holes. Dogs and cats will not know that the powder is lethal to them. 6. Instead of using ammonia, you might find boiling water works well, along with wasp and hornet spray for those landing on the ground. 7. Mark the location of the holes during the day. Wait as late as possible at night and plug up the holes with golf tees. Sometimes you may need to 2 pound or 3 in the hole to seal it up good. Once trapped inside, they cannot dig out unless you didn't do a good job plugging hole. Keep an eye out over the next few days or so for new holes and repeat. Warnings. 1. Use a low-powered flashlight when treating the nests at night. Even at night, GDWs will fly towards a very bright light. 2. Before you mow in the summer, check thoroughly through your yard to make sure you don't run into the holes when mowing. The loud sound of the mower, plus it vibrating on the ground, will cause the GDWs to get aggravated. And when you go to mow over the hole and get over it, will cause GDWs to come out of the hole and sting you. Check for holes to make sure, being that the grass will be high and you won't be able to see the hole very well. 3. Do not try to step on them. They're very fast when they're young adults or adults. As they get older, they tend to slow down, but can still sting if threatened. 4. Do not agitate or aggravate a GDW. They may attack and sting you if their nests are threatened in any way. However, be advised the males don't even have stingers, and the females sting under extreme provocation only. Wikipedia reports the female stings as relatively weak. As such, it's important that you follow the above steps when you don't see any GDWs flying around. Wait until they're either be up in the trees, during the day, or in the nest, if at night. Did this video help you? Let's comment below, yes or no.